The warmest welcome at sea. Ambassador Cruise Line brings you the World Indoor Bowls Championship. Because moments matter.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to this Ambassador Cruise Line 2026 World Indoor Bowls Championships. And as always, we're live from Potters Resorts in Hopton-on-Sea. Well, it's the final day today, so that means just one thing. It's the final of the World Open Singles. Can Paul Foster, MBE, make it to 6th, or Robert Paxton make it his 2nd? Well, in other news, if you tuned in on Friday, Team England announced their squad for Glasgow 2026 Commonwealth Games, which is in July, with a mix of experienced players and also some brand new faces. It'll be an interesting games for sure, especially for the first time ever it's going indoors. And I'm sure with the calibre of play that we've seen over the last probably 3 weeks, I think that's going to be an absolute spectacular event there up in Glasgow. And I think Scotland are about to announce their team as well in the next couple of months, and it wouldn't surprise me if we don't see some familiar faces from this World Bowls Tour in that team. I say that will be announced once again probably in the next 2 or 3 months. So let's look at the Bowls England team. Well, there you go. You can see the slides and the names that I picked there. Some fantastic names. Like I say, there's a very good mix this year of some very experienced players that have played in games before and people that are making the team for their very, very first time. As always, it's great to have Ambassador Cruise Line as our headline sponsor once again this year. And if you'd like to see what they have to offer, you can go to their website, ambassadorcruiseline.com. And remember, we do have that discount code for you this year, which is BOWLS10. BOWLS is all capital letters, 10, and that's 10% off any of their cruises. That does include the Caribbean sailings this year as well, so don't miss out on that fantastic offer. Going back to this game, well, that'll be starting very, very shortly. Players are just having a couple of minutes just to chill at the back of the stands, and they're going to go head to head. Both players have played absolutely spectacular. Paul Foster has been very, very impressive over the last kind of like 2 or 3 games in this singles. Absolutely amazed. He's the most relaxed I've ever seen him in the last 10 years, really, and that's really, really showing on the green. Robert Paxton, well, he's come through some absolute tremendous battles. That semi-final going all the way down to an absolutely fantastic last bowl. And I think this is going to be a really, really special afternoon. You can just see Robert there, just chilling out. Obviously got to the final last year, unfortunately was beaten by Jason Banks, so he'll be wanting to go one step further. Just while we're waiting to pick up the coverage from the BBC, I'd just like to thank you very much for tuning in this year. Great support. I've had over 28 million views, which is absolutely spectacular, so thank you for tuning in. We'll be back after this as well in March. Don't forget we have the World Bowls Tours UK Open, which is sponsored by Ambassador Cruise Line once again. That's fully streamed for you on the World Bowls Tours social media pages. That starts the first Tuesday in March. Okay folks, so we're going to hand you out now to our international arena, and very, very shortly we're going to pick up the coverage from the BBC. Have a great afternoon.
Yes, it is my absolute pleasure to welcome out the players for the final match of 2026 in the Ambassador Cruise Line World Indoor Bowls Championships. And first out, we have a player with 20 WBT titles. He holds 3 World Mixed Pairs titles. Just this week, he picked up his 6th World Pairs trophy, and today is looking to pick up his 6th World Singles title. Ranked number 4 in the world, Scotland's Paul Foster, MBE. opponent is a former World Open Pairs champion, a 2 times World Mixed Pairs champion with 5 WBT titles. It's his 2nd year in a row making it to the final, aiming for his 2nd World Open Singles trophy. Put your hands together for world number 3, England's Robert Paxton.
Thank you, Rishi. There's going to be a lot of noise out here today because there's players have got a big support. Scotland always has a big contingent that come down for this week, television week. So they'll make themselves heard.
Jack length 28.5 metres.
And it is, of course, oh, there's the ladies from Airdrie. Thank you very much for your shortbread. Much appreciated. Paul Foster, a lot of people notice he's changing to the red bowls. That's because he was in the top half of the draw. He's used these bowls a lot. It's not the birds, of course, the famous birds that are green. And Rob won't be using those because he's attached to a different manufacturer. He'll be using the Drake's Pride XP. It's a good, strong bias bowl. And Paul, well, he'll be using the Henslight Tiger, the same bowl as this green one. It's just a different colour, but the same make, same model.
One red.
That's very good again. Much better line than his last bow as well.
Yeah. Bit unlucky, he's framed the jack, which the way we described that as 2 balls either side of the jack, and Rob might be thinking I'll just come inside with this one. Yep, trying for the little runner. Gets it right, the 2 balls go. Jack in a ditch is good. Oh, it's bounced, but has it bounced enough? His 3rd ball was short. It might be 1 to red, but oh, that was unlucky.
Got the jack clean in the end, but came off of his back bow and shot up the rink. Can't predict those, unfortunately. They don't happen that often. Made a 2.
2 shots, Paul Foster. Sets for 2-0, 3rd end.
Well, for anybody who's just been tuning in for the first time to the bowls,
25 metres.
we have our ever-present Rosie, Labrador herring dogs for deaf people. She's got her own mat there, her own blanket, but she's been here every day. Two sets of 11 ends, 3 and tie break if needed. Both these players are very comfortable at the short jack length.
As demonstrated by two brilliant opening bowls, all right on top. Rob draws it off. It's Paul's partner Claire and my man.
Clear road, and it's a good one there. Yep. Not what he wanted, but still a useful bowl. Rob will be looking just inside the front red bowl. Bonus would be to touch the jack. Oh, he's just outside it again. Still a useful bowl there. Paul Foster looking for an inside line, and a lot of the players have been talking about this, that the inside line is just that little bit heavier, less to travel, but it's not a pathway it's used a lot, which means that the wear on the carpet is minimal. That's no fault of the carpet itself, it's just when people are playing and practicing early, they're using the outside lines. Well, that's surprising. It's not like Paul to fail with 2 short bowls. And this should be a fairly loose 3.
No mistake, drawing another. Good bowling.
Set scored 2-3 after 2 ends.
Well, Rob will be delighted with that, Sham, but it was in the context of the quality of the play here. That's a relatively loose 3 because Paul wasn't in with the 3rd and 4th bowl.
Yeah, just dropping short with 2 bowls, which, as you say, is very unusual.
Judy Potter, and beside her is a little bag at
29 metres.
It's a knitted Brian Potter. That was his seat. It was always where he sat during the final. She brings that along as a memory to Brian.
2 feet, Paul.
Well, it's a chance for the correction, but none made. That's, Paul will be a bit concerned because normally he would be putting that within 5 or 6 inches.
Yeah, neither Rob nor Paul have come racing out the blocks that they have done in previous matches. Just taking a couple more ends to settle down.
Rob's 3 balls, all, well, that's a yard behind. Paul's making sure this time. And it's definitely beatable. If it drops, it's going to be very close. Get them. Oh, there it is. No, it's just dropped. That could make all the difference.
Favour green, but close.
I think that's a good call. Worth reaching the ball though. Oh, he's going underneath it in the backhand.
It's close, got it.
Got it. Oh,
Played, what a strike.
that's a great shot. Played it on the backhand so that whenever he hit the ball, he was coming away from everything else.
Couldn't afford to get any jack with the position of Rob Paxton's bowl.
Set score 5-3.
Great bowl and a brilliant pick up to 3. Pick up a 3 after that kind of end.
That was a clever shot.
Jack length 24 metres.
That was an unusual drop on the ball from Paul Foster. He's normally very smooth when he gets it away. But you just give it an extra flick to try and get it there. And it's probably why it didn't make the trip. There was a noise there, okay. I don't know what it was, but it was considerable. So they freeze the shot clock whenever that happens. It's running down now from 30 seconds. Just make sure the players keep the game moving.
Much better here from Rob Paxton.
Closes off the backhand as well. needs to run. Oh, he's surprised. If Rob can turn the jack here, it's going to make life very difficult for Paul Foster. Oh, he's struggling as well. Goodness me. That forehand can do that. It just, for some reason, if you play slightly under the line at a particular short jack length, just grips hold of the ball a bit more.
Trouble is with it is it's very easy to overcorrect. Play Paul.
Gently, gently.
Yeah, doesn't want to sit down onto the jack. He hasn't.
Paul supporters, Davey and Susie. Been here a number of days now to support him. He's got a lot of support out there, though. There's a lot of people who do come down from Scotland. Yep. Just over it.
One shot, Paul Foster. Sets to 6-3 after 4 innings.
Those are the balls that change games. 3 short ones and then the next one right on the target area. Matt well up. Paul looking for that short jack length again.
Paul's waving that out. He was on the flatter line, although the pace was very good.
Yep, well, it doesn't matter what your weight is there. If you're up the jack high or not, you're on the underneath the line. It does swing away. Rob will be tempted with this because that's a regrouping. Yeah, he's going for it.
Yep, chance to clear them all out here.
Or the jack clean. Well, the interesting bit now is that jack within the confines of the rink. It's right on the edge. If it goes onto the re-spot, definitely a bit easier, but this might take a moment or two just to sort this out because he's put a marker on it. That means it's cutting the line, which means it's a live jack, and this is not going to be easy.
Paul has to play the forehand, come across underneath these bowls. Far too tight down the backhand.
And this is all about staying on the rink.
Yep. Good enough for shot.
Yep.
It's a good bowl.
Two against him. There was one in the ditch, of course.
Rob will go for this, surely. Go for the bolt.
Well, he's interested.
I think it's going to bend across now. It's very hard down the forehand, that was.
Goes very quickly at the end of his travel. Still, there were 3 against him, and he's lost to 1. That's still a good end in many respects.
7-3 after 5 minutes.
Hugo watching everything around him.
23.5 meters.
He's feeling the heat out there. One stage we had 3 or 4 dogs in the arena. It's like a prelim for Crufts later in the year. Let everybody know what they're going to be seeing.
Four inches short of jack high.
One down.
No, hold one.
It's the first year that music has been played in the arena throughout the championship, so you might just hear a little bit of that coming through. It's not very loud, it's just to try and take off the absolute silence that there is or has been before, which is very difficult to maintain, and the players have all been appreciative of it. So that little bit of music takes away 95% of any of the rustling that goes on.
One green.
Did enough to just sneak past.
Well, that ball just rested the green ball. It's moved it back a fraction. So it could well be 2 red now. And this isn't going to make it. Very close, but there's just, you can see that red ball leaning against. I did see the green ball move a fraction. Just nice and clean now through and fall back. That's good. And just come across a little bit. That's offered a shelf on the forehand to rest.
Yeah, Robert will be able to see that to sit onto.
A good end by Paul Foster here. He's developed this nicely. And a bit like the last end, it's important that you get a good ball in. Paul Foster managed it.
Is Robert here?
He's very close if he gets a clue. Oh, he's going to make sure here. Yeah. Well, this is going to be a measure, I think, for the third one. That's the close one they're looking at now. Yeah.
1 point, please.
I think it might just be that movement of earlier in the end. It's going to make a difference.
2 red, measure for 3.
think when Francis called it that it was one red earlier in the end, that was before Paul Foster's ball dropped back on it. Measure the 2 balls, then go back to the original one again. Only takes a moment.
3 shots, Paul Foster.
Yeah, it was that drop back that made the difference.
It was, but that was a big pickup from Paul Foster. 10-3, we're very happy with that, considering he was struggling a bit the first 2-3 ends. Still don't think he's thrilled with the way his bowls are holding the line. But 10-3 is a very good scoreline in the halfway point.
I guess it's just going to stop. Yep, it has.
Jack length 23.5 metres.
That's why you bring the mat up. Give you that little bit of extra space.
Last ball. About 20 inches short of jack high.
Just grabbing the jack, turning it round. It's hidden now.
9-inch gap, 1 green. Timeout called. Paul has 5 timeouts remaining.
It's the team from Spain that were in the Potters Champions this morning, and they call themselves the Fruit and Nuts. I was speaking to them earlier.
Oh, Paul's really close here. Well played.
Good beauty. Yes, they were asking me a lot about, Sean, about how the rink played and where to stand and stuff like that on the mat for various things. And said, I wish we'd talked to you before the match. I said, well, it wouldn't have made any difference, believe me. Not telling you anything you don't know. Needs to clear it. Oh, that was the problem. Clear run, he was onto the ball.
Yeah, pace was really good for the job.
The team they were playing against was Hopton-on-Sea, the team 5 Lakes. They were the eventual winners, but what was interesting, they just said to me how much it was a privilege to play on the portable rink. Not many players get the opportunity to do that, and especially at this World Championship. Good ball by Paul, just covering the back. It just shows you how important it is to a lot of people. It's very easy for a lot of players to be very blasé about it. They've been here for a lot of years. No reason why he shouldn't be playing this again in there. Now, if he gets onto the bowl, either of these bowls, and comes out to the jack,
Rob has 5
managed to
timelines
get a
remaining.
movement over this direction, it would be very good. Well, he's going to forehand. He's going big.
Going for the plant. Close.
Wow. I didn't see a ball going up the rink. You can never really think of that. What a result.
3 shots from Paxton.
3 shots, massive.
Couldn't see getting 3 out of it, Shan, because you never really expect a ball to go up the rink. There it goes on its running surface, twisted all the way round. That moved at least 2 feet.
Good strike from Rob. What a bonus to pick up 3.
Yeah, so hitting that front plant, I thought maybe 1, but making 3 was impressive.
Jack length 28 metres.
Good hit, little bit of luck. You always need that.
Actually had 4 threes in this opening set so far.
Unusual. That's why the players are using strong bias bowls. A short bowl really can negotiate that quite comfortably. Paul missed that short green one by a foot.
Backed it up with another as well. This is the lead-in that we've been witnessing from Paul over the last few matches.
Robert wasting no time, going for the runner. Oh, he's under, surely. Yeah, looks like Grimace with him there as well. Well, it's always interesting this, because Paul Foster can go to the deep position or the respot, thinking that things might change. So if he does do that, that's always a good cover. But he might just try and reach this ball at the back, try and score another one. Well, on that line, happy to leave it. That's the little white dot you can see. He's covered that respot in terms of being closer than the other green ball. So, decision time. Go again, or just try and draw close. There's your answer. I'm trying to draw close.
Wonderful effort. Oh. Second ball.
Well, he was so close to the shot, but realistically, second's very good.
10 declared.
Yeah, I'm just going to say I don't think he'll play this because he could have moved the jack. And if you move the jack and fall back on his own ball, that's what Rob was saying, you could have fallen back. Given the shot away, you really do want to do that. Take the one shot. You've got the mat. You've got the jack to your favourite position. Francis Fletcher will just roll this ball down.
Jack length 23.5 metres. One red.
Very good again, good grouping.
Yeah, I think Robert will be tempted with this. Come down on the low side. Jack is good. Two balls can go. Front plant is good for him as well.
Close.
Yeah, got the front plants. Opened it up though. He had to be under the line. There was nothing for being wide.
One red.
Gentle, doesn't want to touch the jack. Oh, wow.
One red.
Robert didn't like that, but a little touch and he's made two.
Yeah. Draw the shot, and if you touch the jack, it's a bonus. That's really tightened things up. Good turnaround for Robert Paxton. 12-6.
Score 11-8 after 9
I
ends.
said the set was over, but now he's only 3 behind. 2 ends to make those. Not a lot of reaction. He's keeping the concentration levels up. But those threes, most unusual.
Jack length 26 metres.
Paul Foster's family will be watching up in Troon, of course. He was showing me earlier a little clip that somebody had sent him where I'd said in commentary that his son Logan will either be a bowler or a footballer. And what is he? He's a professional footballer. And that was a bit freaky. I said, well, kept him away from the ball, stick to the football. But he's doing very well.
Chance for Robert Paxton here to draw a really good one. Needs to be scoring these last 2 ends.
Yeah, he's lined 2 shots, but Paul knows that they're not going to be close enough. Yep. This is the number 1 coming in. Oh, I wonder who he's supporting. Is it getting back in time? Oh, just running through. Chance again for Robert Paxton to get another shot here.
Gap on the shot bowl, 8 inches.
Second bowl.
Second bowl, 14.
Very close here. Needs to bend now.
Looks quick. Yeah, it did look a bit quick. Surprised at that because he just played a ball a few seconds ago and within 8 inches. Paul Foster knows he's going to have a lead going into the last end. He's not happy with this one though. Don't think he's pushed it.
Yeah. 1 shot, Rob Paxton.
Set score 11-9 after 10 ends.
I think Robert Paxton's in a good position here after being 10-3 down after 6 played. Now finds himself able to get 2 and level this set. Which I wouldn't have thought he would be thinking was on the cards earlier on, Corky.
No, it's been a strange sort of set, really. You know, both these players have played better in previous rounds, but it is a final, and quite often we see that. It's all about who's able to move up that extra gear or two. Just enough. The crowd are They've been very generous in many ways. They're clapping balls that are 2 feet away, but we've had other matches where involving these two players where something even 8-10 inches away has barely got a murmur. Doesn't take away from the tension of the game. This one needs to have a chance, needs to be up. Oh, it's not looking right at all. And inside, yeah. Weight may not have been too bad, but I still don't think it was reaching. Robert Paxton needs 2 to draw the set, 3 to win. He'll come around this in the forehands, plenty of room. Same ball as his last will be enough. Yep, this will do. And Paul Foster is usually very good at drawing out of trouble. This is beatable, Sean.
Yep, there is space. 2 short bowls from Paul Foster. And they'll really want to make a difference with this one rather than leaving it to the last.
Oh, you don't want to be facing a set lie down against in the last. And once again, he's persevering with this backhand, and he will get back. Is he too heavy though?
Just a fraction over the pace.
Yeah, he could well face a lie against him here, just over it. The line was good enough. Oh, he's played a loose head here.
Timeout called. Rob has 4 timeouts remaining.
It's all about retentive memory now. Line and weight.
Got to get past this one. Not quite.
Oh, that was a chance missed, and he knows it.
2 green.
Think for a run at this, Corky?
Well, I'm not really sure if it's worth it because Jack threw, obviously a bowl out is good, but any correction on his last bowl to within a foot will be good enough. I think if there had been 3 in it, he definitely would have been running at it.
Well, he's interested this time, so he must be close.
He's trying to encourage it forward. I think his weight's not bad. It's will it get back? That's the question. It's not getting back. It's going to be a tie set. And he doesn't really understand that, and I can't blame him because normally it would sweep back off that line. Maybe just a 6 inches heavy was enough to hold it. And Paul Foster, well, he'd be disappointed there. He was 10-3 up at one stage. Only managed to score 1 on the last 5 ends. Look.
The warmest welcome at sea. Ambassador Cruise Line brings you the World Indoor Bowls Championship. Because moments matter.
Don't think he would have expected to get anything out of this first set, so
Turn length 28 metres.
he'll be absolutely delighted.
correction for Robert after his opening bowl.
One green.
Ball still sticking with the backhand. It is the favoured hand of most of the top players playing here, but this one's going to drift. Drifting on the inside. Well,
One green.
gives him something on the forehand if he wants to play it. He's still shaking his head. He's just can't allow the fact that he drew the set to affect him. He's too experienced for that. He's been around far too long. Knows how to deal with it. Whereas Rob Paxton, well, he'll be in the ascendancy thinking, well, how on earth did I get something out of that first set? And that's the backhand. It's gone now. Backhand's dead.
Pick the bowl up down the forehand.
2 seconds if he gets the jack and still, well, if it bounces or something that doesn't go right, probably can't be any worse off.
No.
Not unless he flicks it to the respot position. He'd have to do that on the high side of the jack. I don't know if he'll hold this. Needs to hold. Well,
Different one.
yeah, looked like a bit of luck and then in the end unlucky.
Set score 0-1, first set.
Always looked a little bit underneath.
Track length 28.5 metres.
Better opening 2 bowls from Robert Paxton. He's putting Paul under a little bit more pressure here.
Well, saying who's going to step up a gear, and Paul Foster now using weight. Hasn't had to play much weight in this tournament so far.
Got it.
Yep, straight in the ditch. And a distance away, but a good solid controlled weight. It wasn't one of his big drives. Anything past his own ball should be good enough. It's very hard to tell when you're looking at these sort of shots because the distance has to go down the ditch.
Favour 2, Paul. Certainly 1.
Yeah, it favours 2.
That's an excellent bolt.
Oh, that's a beauty. It really is. You're after a running ball to get your weight down. He's within a foot of the ditch. 14 inches at most. I think he's hidden the ball. This is down definitely on a low line to come into the red ball. Has it got the weight though?
No. Paul's got a chance to take a 2 here. That was very different out of his hand.
He needs to sneak past. Oh, just.
The weight was enough to hold him up.
His weight was good.
Two shots, Paul Foster. So score 2-1 after 2 ends. Track length 27 metres.
Possible, of course, to draw the second set and go into a tie break. It's most unusual, though. You see it in qualifiers quite a lot.
I think it's a good call from Paul Foster here to just lengthen this jack length slightly. It's just enabled him to find a better line.
This is close.
Good ball. Just didn't quite catch enough of that shot to turn it all the way out the head.
It's very tight, very narrow now. Yeah, changing the forehand. Paul's a very fast player. Rarely the shot clock gets a chance to actually start. Better ball if he rolls off the back one. Not quite.
1 red.
Needs to hurry.
That's a good head, it really is.
Paul needs to get to the back green bow and sit down. Needs another bow in there.
Yes, the only danger, of course, is leaving a wing bowl. Drop this one. Well, I wonder. I'm going to say about the front plant here, but I just don't know if it's going to get the edge of the bowl or not.
I think he's better on to playing on to his last bowl.
That's what I mean. There's two options there. The one thing you don't want to be is wide, but if he gets under the front plant where the red bowl's touching the green, it might push the red out. Ideally, as you say, Shani wants the other bowl.
Got the plant in the end. Well, sort of. They didn't all move, but played it well.
Yes, I sort of looking. That's why I was looking at that front plant. Would it take the back bowl out? And the answer is yes, it did.
Scored 2-2 after 3 ends.
But he played it the right way in that he didn't play it too heavy. And also, he didn't take the risk of going on the wide side and hoping to get back.
Jack length 28.5 metres.
Well, once again, Paul just dropping a bit on the short side. Robert, any turn of the jack here, and he's in a very strong position.
Unfortunate where it's finished.
Well, he's framed the jack, but the inside bowl's protected by Paul's short bowl, so the target isn't just as big as what it may have been. Certainly worth arriving on the inside line, controlled weight. He's probably onto his own bowl, if not anything. Yep, he is. And just flicked it across, off target, but looks like he's taken one off. But the head is very much in favour of Robert Paxton here.
1 green.
Ball's win. Second bowl, situation people.
Second bowl, 2.5 inches short of jack high.
Yeah, that's not a real problem, so he'll be can afford to reach this, try and get off that ball, or else trail the jack clean.
Needs to hold on and lock onto his own. Well played.
Well, he's played it well, but he's dropped away from it. I think he had to lock onto it and be touching it. Francis Fletcher will sort it out.
2 green.
He favours 2. Paul Foster on the mat. Back to the draw again. The back position isn't good, but he has to give this a chance.
Very close here. Just needs to bend a bit more.
Oh, that's horrible.
That was really unlucky.
When you come off a ball at the side, you're almost guaranteed to drop back into the jack.
1 shot, Rob Paxton.
That's when you're guaranteed to run it, but he seemed to get a wiggle on it. Very odd, very strange.
Set score 2-3 after 4 ends.
But cut it down to 1. It's a great effort, though.
Jack length 28 metres.
Maybe a 1/2 inch short.
Warmed up into a really good final this, Sean. We weren't sure. So both players would settle in, but even though they're vastly experienced.
That edge. Yeah, you do sometimes find in events, don't you, that the semi-finals are such high quality and that the final doesn't always live up to expectations, but this one definitely is.
Nice drop jack high. Well, it's usually an invitation to reach those balls. Yep, Robert wasting no time. Is he too high?
Yeah, not getting down this time, taking one of his own. Replaced it, not too problematic.
I think that back ball stayed on. There it is, and that means 2 deep green balls. 2 red balls can go out, of course, but I think Paul's forced to cover them. He's going to take a risk. This is interesting.
We're looking to change the shape of things here.
Definitely trying to change the shape of the head, but he's taking a risk on leaving them and saying to Rob Paxton, go ahead, hit them. I've got the last ball, which was fair enough, I suppose, yeah. The 2 balls could have gone out.
On the underside this time.
Oh, the risk has paid off. He didn't cover the back position, and Rob missed it, which means now he's in a position to add another for a big 4. The only reason he didn't cover it was because he had this last ball. He thought he'd have plenty of room. So, good call. Yep, I think it's no mistake on this one. Rob already kicking the balls forward.
He played a fantastic end of bowls, didn't he? That's a consistency that he has been struggling to find in this match. And that would be a massive confidence boost.
After 5 out.
Yes, that's Fozzie at his best when he's like that.
I just wonder whether I think he should be keeping this jack longer, really. He's finding a kinder line on it.
He's got the mat right back.
Jack length 25 metres.
He's not sure about this. It's just maybe on the outside, that's all, but it's still a good ball. That's a big shoulder to get to the green one.
1 green. Sorry, last ball, yeah. Inch past jack high.
Back position is all Paul Foster, but like, well, Paxton knows he needs another bowl in. So he's just ignoring the back position for now, same as Paul Foster did the last time. Good for 2.
2 green.
Hasn't changed the ledge though. There's a lot to rest on there for Paul Foster.
Yes, there's a big little group there, a big shoulder to play off, but you're going to play low. You have to play with enough weight to get into it. Not sure about this one though.
I don't think he's up.
No, he hasn't pushed it. Well, that's very unlike Paul Foster. Crowd getting behind Rob Paxton to play into this. Just try and edge off his own wing ball to make a 3. I'll take the sting out of the 4 in the last end. He's got a bit of work to do from out there.
Yeah, played it wide. Come in now.
Always looked on the outside. No, we're confident enough that it's just the 2.
2 shots from Paxton.
Have a missed chance there from Rob. Wasn't any danger for him.
Set score 6-5 after 6 ends.
I'm a bit surprised at that. Yeah, he played it on a safer line, but didn't really need to. However, his weight was good, just didn't get it back in time. Not quite the run for home yet. Still another 5 ends to go in this set.
27 metres.
Been a lot more corrections with second balls in this match. Can this reach?
Yeah, it's reaching. It's okay, wasn't it?
1 green.
Yeah, still 1 to green. Just looked at tiny bit struggling for weight. It's in a good place for Bob Foster. Rob still playing the backhand, just ignoring it, hoping to miss the ball on the bend. And he's very close. Got an edge, but without the edge, he was still drawing the shot.
Very close here.
Close to the split. Oh, it got the jack. He didn't want the jack. Now that's sort of second best result for him.
One green.
That's 1 to green. That's a distance away, but I'm sure Rob will add to that. That's exactly what Paul Foster did a while ago, put a ball really close to the edge of the ditch. And Robert had to draw for second. You don't want to lose this by dropping it in. Have to secure second shot. Yeah, I think that's what he got pretty close to it, but he had to play that safe.
Yeah, he can't risk falling into the ditch. Didn't have second bowl. Had to play it cautiously.
Set score 6-6 off the 7 ends.
Always a difficult position to be in. And the second shot's so far away.
Jack, 29 metres.
Jack just hanging on. Half a metre short of the full length.
Nailed it. Very good bowl on his opponent's length.
7-inch gap.
Anything behind the jack's good here. It's another shot, but it's a ball to hang on to. You can draw off that for the number one.
Done.
Yeah, that's why Paul's second ball wasn't really a good ball. It was another shot, but it just left that opportunity. You know, it was going to be close anyway, that ball, but it wasn't going to be the shot. Whereas now it's very close. Nope. Not right with this one.
Measuring for shot.
It's why a lot of players are looking for centre rink all the time, just behind the jack or front of. The jack has moved on this occasion, but it's still the same theory. Want to be in line with it.
Just pulling up. Great try.
That little nudge, though, might have made a difference because it's on the carpet, and outdoor, generally speaking, that wouldn't make any difference, but indoor it can do.
Right now.
Paul still looking to get to the green ball, just beyond jack high. Not getting back. No harm done. He didn't fall on it or anything. We do think
One shot, Paul Foster.
one red, and that's confirmed now as 1 to red. That little nudge was enough from Rory Paxton's previous ball.
Set score 7-6 after 8 ends.
Paul Foster very much in the frame for Commonwealth Games selection.
Jack length 26 metres.
Rob Paxton, well, he's not, as it turns out.
Robert played in the Commonwealth Games for England in 2018 and at the Gold Coast, won a bronze in the singles.
Not as prolific in the outdoors he is in the indoor, though, and even though the Commonwealth Games is being played on portable rinks inside, it's being selected by outdoor selectors. Strange one.
2 red.
It's one of the quirks of this particular games that the outdoor selectors are picking for an indoor combinations. Julie Forrest, obviously the most prolific of title winners for Scotland indoors. Doesn't play outdoors, so she's not part of that, even though I'm sure a lot of people think she should be. But to be fair to the Scottish Association, they have, I think they contacted Julie, asked if you're going to play outdoors this year and whether you're going to form part of the team or be in with a chance of selection. And Julie didn't want to play outdoors, so you know, I think they've been very fair there.
2 red.
It's all a matter of whether they're able to. They wanted to change the rules for their own association on selection. Rob might be tempted with this. He's got a ball in there, but the trouble is that if he takes his own ball out, he's in deep trouble.
Yeah, draw a close one first if you can. Give himself a chance for his last delivery.
Looks like the number 2 coming in. Yep, second shot.
That's a good ball.
Yeah, he had to play that. He had really no choice. They've gone running down the backhand. It could have gone all wrong.
10 inches.
Well, Foster come up to have a look. Well, the way this is sitting, I think it'd be on the forehand, but if he gets down to that ball and drops in, he's got a back ball here. You know, this is a key ball there, and
Ball has 4 timeouts remaining.
doesn't really need to worry too much about it. But he does need another ball on him, because I think Rob Paxton will run at this the next time. Try and flick the ball off. It's all about stopping in time. No, he's going to fall off again. He's played a few balls where they just haven't been getting back to centre rink, and he knew he was close.
I think that'll be Paul's feedback after the match. I just really struggled to nail the line.
Yeah, he's played a lot of good balls with just a foot away and normally resting bowls, but he hasn't made it back. Looks a bit quick.
Sits down, it might be close.
I don't think so. Still think it's one red. Yeah. Just looked slightly over it, but he did get back though on the perfect line.
So scored 8-6 after 9-8.
Well, you sort of think, can this possibly be another tied set? Not if Rob Paxton scores a 2 here. Have a one-end shootout.
Jack length 23.5 metres.
Back to his trusty short jack for Paul.
This is the side he's been just been hard to get back to centre rink. Yep, that's good. Oh, this is close.
Well played.
I think Rob's balls are just getting a bit more bend. Oh, giving this a shot. Gently on the fall back. Yeah, that was the problem. The fall back.
One green.
Yeah. Sometimes it works for you, but quite often it works against you. I thought he might change to the backhand, but he's undercooked it.
Timeout called. Rob has 3 timeouts remaining.
It's always an honour to mark a World Singles final, and this will be Francis Fletcher's last one. He'll be back next year, but he's going to be mentoring some of the other new officials that are coming through.
That's a good bolt. It's a good receiving bolt.
That's a Paul Foster. It's a perfect draw he has to play, because the difficulty he has here is he doesn't want to open anything up and offer this jack to run into the ditch for a 3. A bit harder to get back there, and I think that was in his mind.
One shot, Rob Paxton and declared.
Yes, as soon as that ball went in, Rob Paxton said, no, I'll take my chances on the last end.
Test score 8-7 off the 10 ends.
Sometimes it's just not worth the risk. Well, they always say it's worse to be watching when it comes to the nerves than it is to be playing. I'm not sure all the time about that, but at the same time, I can understand it. Never easy for family to watch, whether they're here or at home. I'm sure there'll be
27.5 metres.
a lot of people tuning in, especially in Troon.
Bit of a nervy one, I think.
Oh, it's very hot out there, Rob, just wiping his brow, but it is very warm. Big crowd in, of course, and that's what happens. He's watching this one very carefully, wants it tucked right in
Played one
behind
here,
it.
Paul Foster. Needed that.
2-inch gap.
Oh, he's right into this, is he? Is he too heavy?
Just a
over.
shade.
He had to be up, Shan, because anything short of game would have been really disastrous.
Yep, had to give himself a chance.
Well, leaving it just in case the jack moves. He's trying to get in towards the back green bowl. That's a good ball. Probably could have gone a little bit wider. Very close with this.
Very close. Can he run?
Jack.
What a ball.
Oh, what a ball to play at that stage. Wow.
Pace perfection there.
What a shot. Came in on the side of the jack. That was crucial. Well, no, both players going to. Paul Foster's got probably a better position in terms of trying to get the shot here.
Paul's incredibly close here as well.
Oh, wow.
Goodness me.
And he's unlucky because he's touched his back ball, which means that he's offered Rob Paxton a little bit more room.
Yeah, not only more room, but less danger.
Almost no chance of giving the shot away on the backhand for Rob Paxton. Very slightly over the weight, but not much. And
Time out call. Rob has 2 timeouts remaining.
his danger here is if he's going to go for this, he could open it up. That's where the problem lies. But he can actually draw another shot here and not open up anything. Do you go for the title?
I don't know if you have to cover Paul's 3 bowls waiting.
Well, Oh, he's close.
Going for the title, Rob Paxton.
Oh, I
Just
side it.
sat on the wrong side.
Well, that was a great effort. And now it's all back to Paul Foster. And can he play an absolutely perfect bowl to win a 6th title? Well, there's no real indication from Paul with this one.
Oh, it's coming really well. Can he get down in time? Not quite.
Missed it by a fraction. Just slightly over the weight. As I said, we don't often get 2 tied sets, but we've got one this year.
Absolutely nothing to call between these 2 players. 2 tied sets.
Millimeters. Absolutely just millimeters away from that.
Jack length 23.5 metres.
It's so rare to get 2 tied sets. And Paul Foster's been given the first jack.
That's the start you want on a tie-break end.
Well, the folks that are at home watching all week will know that this is a 3-end tie-break if needed. And it's very much along the lines of you just win the end. You don't accumulate shots over ends. It's dropping short. Advantage to Robert Paxton now. Yes, he doesn't want anything out the wing. He just wants to be as close as possible, but just running through.
2 green.
He doesn't look too sure about this one.
I think he thinks it's heavy.
Needs the jack. He's got it.
Oh, well played, Paul Foster. But Paxton will be able to see this now down the forehand. He had to draw the shot there.
Well, tie-break ends, you just never know sometimes, but he might decide to run this. Hope to get Jack into the ditch. Well, he's very interested.
He's under, I think.
Yeah, but what's he getting his own ball?
Oh, goodness me.
Oh, we did talk about a little bit of luck sometimes makes all the difference, and
1 green.
that was a big bit of luck at this stage. That was off target. 3 different ways that worked out for Rob Paxton, and he's put Paul Foster into a bit of trouble here.
Timeout call. Paul has 4 timeouts remaining.
Back positions against him. I'm will he do? Will he try and draw this to within 6 inches, or just run the jack through to his own bowl, or even further?
I think he might try and draw it, 'cause Robert's got last bolt.
No, he's playing for it. No, he looks inside, but will he hold up enough for the ball? Oh, that's unlucky. Yeah, just looked that bit inside all the way. Well, we were hoping for a good final, but this has been tension all the way, with the first set drawn, second set drawn, and now we're in the second end of the tie break.
Jack length 28 metres.
Paul just taking the chalk mark off his bowl in the background. Spray chalk, very popular now. Oh, he got it. Looks like he got a little twist there.
Just on the underside of the jack.
Better behind the bowl. Yep. Robert's played a lot of balls, if you think, Sean, just underneath the line with that extra couple of feet of weight.
Yeah, he's played that shot very effectively in this match. Right at the end here.
Yeah. Paul Foster was clapping that ball all the way down. He's able to read the pace of it.
Hungry.
Didn't even go looking for the turn of the jack.
It was a beauty.
Just needs to hold.
An edge of it, I think.
Yeah. Wrong side of it, but he's opened it up. And that's a heck of a lot better than what it was before.
2 green.
He knew he wasn't getting the jack.
Timeout call. Rob has 2 timeouts remaining.
The difficulty here for Paul Foster is he's 2 shots down, which means that if this goes really close, there's no point in taking the bowl off. Certainly on a good line. How close is it going to be?
Oh, pretty close. Robert Paxton really has drawn some magnificent bowls in this match.
Yes, he's definitely moved up a gear on that. But the difficulty for Paul Foster here is that if he hits this and it goes off, goes onto the re-spot, it's no good to him. So he's having to play across the line to try and draw it. And this is one of the hardest shots you can possibly try.
He is so close here, Corky.
Needs to stay up though.
Needs the jack. Needs a piece of the jack. He's got it.
Oh,
what a bowl!
Fozzie, what have you done? What a bowl!
He played that. He was on the mat so quick with that bowl.
What a shot under championship against. And there's the customary handshake. A little chat between the two of them.
Oh, this had to go to the final end of the tie-break. There wasn't really another option the way this match has played out.
What a bowl to play. Across the rink with dead weight. Paul Foster looking for the minimum jack distance. Will it? Oh, is this going to stay on? He's lost it. Oh,
goodness.
No, he's lost the jack. Paul Foster will still have the last bowl, but Robert Paxton can now play his favoured jack length. It happens.
It does, and interestingly, Paul Foster hasn't won many ends at his own jack length, particularly in the second set.
Jack length, 29 metres.
He actually hasn't won a single one of his own jack lengths.
Just wants to get behind the jack with this to match into the green bowl.
A very good bowl. We would have liked it a bit further.
Yeah.
Thought it was going to come all the way back round.
Yeah, that's a wee bit close. He might have locked in his own bowl, but Robert and I would be tempted to run this bowl and jack.
Your bowl 3.5 feet past jack height.
Well, 3.5 feet is there for a perfect trail. Yep, deciding to go to just to try and disturb it if he can. Get that jack back to his own bowls. Oh, he's interested in this.
Two red.
He has to go back. He has to go deep here. Surely.
He's probably thinking if the two bowls go, is he better to draw, tuck right behind, count, cover and count? But I mean, I think I'd really be wanting to split the two green bowls as you're suggesting.
I think if he gets into there, it's good. If it gets into there, it's still very good. But you're right, the 2 balls could go, and certainly the way Rob plays and the weight he plays with. The alternative is to go for the respot position on the other side, but expecting the jack to move then.
It's a very wide bowl.
Well, he's going right down to the back position. He's not even bothering with that. He must be thinking Rob's going to play this with more weight. It's very hard to predict what he's going to do with the pace. Either way, you'll want to do it with this one. He had a slight grimace there. Yeah, I think he knew he was wide. He let that go, and Paul Foster has to draw a 3rd shot, surely.
I think he has to get just inside the green, get the 3rd, but also if he can do 2 jobs with this bowl. He can split those green bowls and have a count-in shot.
Timeout called. Paul has 2 timeouts remaining.
Anything in this area would be really good for Paul. You know, if he can pop one into there, that would just do nicely. The other alternative, of course, is to put one down on the other side of the rink, sufficiently away from the red balls on the forehand to do the same job. And that's what he's going for, just in case the jack goes off. But remember, the 3rd end, you can kill it. The respot's different situation. Well, he's not going for the 3rd shot. Wow. Robert Paxton has a shot here to take both balls out. If he runs the 2 balls out, he wins it. Has to look at this chance, surely, for that ball there.
Well, he's also got jack available, hasn't he? He might play something more controlled. Try and run off the balls, take the jack. Don't know. Tricky. Couple of options there.
It's a difficult one, but I haven't heard any announcement. Did you hear an announcement for
No.
a dead end?
Which would suggest a controlled pace, unless he's just waiting. But
so he hasn't said anything about that, but this is the only time you're allowed to do it. He might be thinking to himself, if this goes out on the respot, I'm going to win. So I'll not go for that. I'll just take my chances on the respot. Wow, what pressure, what tension. Well, he's the man for the big ball. Has he got the edge?
very close here. He's got the bowls.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's got it.
done it.
Well, that's the way to do it. You do it with your last ball. He was bang on target, to be fair. Absolutely right on it. Yeah, good game. Good game. I think it was better than good game. I think it was absolutely brilliant.
That was a fabulous game of bowls. Robert Paxton holding his nerve there with the final bowl of the 3rd end of the tie-break.
Well, Paul Foster will be deeply disappointed. Especially the first set, that's when his chances were definitely there. Robert Paxton played some unbelievably big bowls. No doubt about that in this match, and he did it in the semi-final as well, to be fair. But what a performance from both men. She can't believe it.
Rob's partner Claire. That was an emotional roller coaster.
There you go.
Quick
There has to be a selfie, doesn't there?
Always.
There you go. But what unbelievable performance from both players. All, 8-all, 2-1 to Robert Paxton, and that's one of the best tie breaks you'll ever see. Talk about last ball tension, unbelievable. So Scotland fans just saying to Robert's mum, well done. But you never know what you're going to get when it comes to a singles final. You hope for good bowls, but some of it was absolutely brilliant. Second end, Rob Paxton picks up a 3. Paul Foster takes it back again on the third end. Goes 5-3 in front. Once again, Paul Foster over it for 3 more on the sixth end. That big lead now at 10-3. And that was Robert Paxton getting his 3 back again at 10-6. Paul Foster taking a 2. Early doors in the second set. That's the 4 to go 6-3 in front. Oh, that was a bowl. That was massive. Absolutely, truly massive. That was on the 10th end. And Paul Foster just missing it by a fraction with his last bowl on the 11th end of the second set. 2 balls, gets the jack, and that's enough for the championship. Well, you can imagine what the stats are going to look like on this. So 11 all, 8 all, and just 2-1 in the tie break. What a brilliant performance, absolutely brilliant. There we go, 14 ends against 11. A lot of 3 scored in that match, but there's only going to be 1 shot of a difference. Look at the touchers level, that's how close it was. An unbelievable game. Paul Foster just fails, but what a match. Terrific performance by both players. Congratulations to Robert Paxton.
My goodness, we have just witnessed one of the great finals here in the open singles. Both players contributing to a very memorable match. Paul, I imagine it's no real consolation to you right now. I mean, let's start off with the first set. You just couldn't shake Robert off. You got off to a great start. You had the advantage through it. Talk me through what was going through your mind at the end of that first set.
Yeah, to be honest, I was picking up pretty easy shots in the first set, and so was Rob. The twos never get going in the first set at all. When you look at the score 11 each after 11 ends, it's just a lot of shots. To be honest, but listen, 10-3 up, you can't look back in the first set and say, well, yeah, I should have won it. But listen, all credit to Rob for going back at me in the first set, and you've got to put that out of your mind. And then the second set was nip and tuck, got a good 4. And I said to myself, at 6-3, if I can even win this next end, even a 1 goes 7-3, but Rob came back with a good end for a 2, 6-5, and what was the last end of the second set, he drew an absolute brilliant shot. So listen, when somebody draws a shot like that, you just take your hat off to them. I'm lying about an inch from the jack and just draw it call. And the tie break, as we know, is anybody's. I didn't really do too much wrong in the tie breaks, to be honest. First tie break in, Rob got the wee break. But listen, you need the wee breaks during the game. And some days they go for you, some days they go against you, and you just got to accept it. But then I played a great shot in the second tie break in to keep myself in the match. And the last end, I've got everything covered. And well, everything covered apart from Rob's right hand, but I actually said to Francis that has Rob nominated the kill, and he said no. Yeah. I said, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I did even ask Francis. I said to Francis, the way the match is going, I think Rob will get this. Honestly, I really do. And for me, it's disappointing, but for Rob to play a bowl like that under severe pressure, it's hard to take, but I'm not going to be overly disappointed. We put up a great show, but this today is all about pressure, and today is Rob's day. Well done, mate. Well done.
That's quite something to hear, Rob. Before we talk about anything else, hearing your opponent say that?
Special. from a guy this high in the sport, words like that mean the world from your peers. Paul, in my eyes, has probably been, in my career, the best indoor player I've ever seen and played against on this surface. So to have a game out there like we did, it was what I call probably a school fight. Wasn't entertaining, but good to the end sort of thing, that type of thing. We both had good stuff, bad stuff through the game, but yeah, to get over the line, over the moon.
Well, Paul highlighted that last bowl of the match. Can you talk us through it once more?
Yeah, two minds what to play. Do I go quick? But Paul played two great cover bowls, so I thought there's a chance for both. And fortunately got solid and ran through for the jack, and didn't really know if I got it or not, to be honest. But you just got to hope and back yourself.
And what was that reaction? That's the outside. What was it like on the inside?
What, before or after?
After you knew.
Oh, just all the emotions coming out, basically, and relief of finally getting another win here.
Well, it's more than that, because we spoke about it before the match. We said you two have been the dominant players in the singles this week, but it has been a very tough scrap, as you say, a bit like a schoolboy's fight. But you've come out on top today. Talk me through the mindset that you've had to use to hang in there in that first set. And did you think that you could, at one stage, end up tying that first set?
Well, 10-3 down, no you don't. You just got to try and find some bowls, really, and try and get almost prepared for the second. But I picked a 3 up with a runner down there, get back in at 10-6 and say somehow, actually had a bowl to win it. I know Paul had one left, but drawing the set was massive, really. And it was just hanging in there. So I wasn't consistent out there today, especially my first bowl, which has been my strength here for the last 2 weeks. But I played some big one bowls, which isn't ideal, but in the end it's paid off.
You are the champion here for a second time. What does it mean? How different it is to the 2020 success?
Yeah, I mean, the first one was absolutely fantastic. We've actually come back and back it up and be a multiple winner here now with all the great names. It's fantastic.
Well, thank you both. Thank you both on behalf of everyone who's watched today for an outstanding final. We don't mind when schoolboys crap on the rink here. It was fantastic to watch. Paul, commiserations. You've been brilliant all week. Shame you couldn't make it today for you, but Robert, congratulations. You're Open Singles Champion of 2026, Robert Paxton.
Ladies and gentlemen, can you please give a big warm welcome to your presentation party from Potter's Resorts Managing Director Jane Potter, and from Ambassador Cruise Line Head of Brand and Partnerships Rebecca Jones. Please put your hands together once again for your runner-up, ladies and gents, Paul Foster, MBE. But your Ambassador Cruise Line Open Singles World Champion 2026, Robert Paxton. Robert Paxton, everyone, your 2026 World Singles Champion.
Well, folks, there we have it. Robert Paxton is your world champion at this Ambassador Cruise Line World Championships for 2026. Don't forget, our next event is in March, first Tuesday in March, and that's the Ambassador Cruise Line UK Open. Please join us for that on our social media platforms on YouTube and also Facebook. On behalf of Ambassador Cruise Line, the World Bowls Tour, Optical Media, and of course the Potters family, thank you for joining us for these championships. Until next time, bye-bye.